Today I'll be demonstrating the installation and basic use of the leading edge core upgrade of the leading edge magnetic platform system onto the KME sharpening system. In today's video I've already pre-installed what I do recommend to use with this system, the leading edge multifunction frame with the digital angle gauge platform, fine-tuning adjustment, and it's a very nice little upgrade for your KME that works well together with the rest of the leading edge system. You don't need this section here, but I will be adding a link in the description of this video on where to find this and a video on assembly on this as well, in case you're interested in purchasing this part as well from Gritomatic. It's a very nice addition to the whole system to upgrade your KME. So what we'll start with is disassembling the KME clamp today. Let's remove the back spring, spacers, and unscrew the original KME tightening knob here. Metal spacer and the KME clamp from the KME threaded rod. We won't be using the original tightening screw or the clamp for this installation, so I'll put those to the side. First step we'll take is we'll just remove the little angle guide from the leading edge magnetic platform. See, this is a magnetic platform for knives, which you can see the same leading edge system in many other sharpening upgrades as well. Start with, leave the metal plate on the threaded bar, pop the head of the threaded bar into the slot there, and you can see the metal plate, and then by raising the metal bar you can slide the metal plate into position. Align the head of the metal bar, pop that down into position, and push the metal plate on the top and the bottom into position on the leading edge core upgrade plastic section there. So this gives a nice reinforced metal plate for installation on the KME. Instead of the KME adjusting or tightening nut, we will require using the leading edge part together with this. We also will not be using this metal spacer, so we'll put that to the side as well. Let's take the KME frame. First step, obviously putting the threaded bar through the front hole. Now don't put it through the back first. We want to start threading this tightening knob into the back here first. Push that in with the protruded part facing the front. Start tightening that up a little bit. Now don't push it through the hole and then tighten it up, because when you reach this part of the frame there, you won't be able to slip it through. So I'll just hold the nut in the back of this metal frame here while I tighten it. If this is inside the hole there while the thread is all the way forward, then I won't be able to slip the leading edge platform over that metal bar there. So I'll just hold this section behind here, rotate that in while the leading edge comes backwards and over the metal part there. So now it's slipped over, and I'll just continue tightening this back here. So align the protrusion of this tightening thread through the big hole in the KME, so it comes right through and pushes up against the metal plate there. And I'll just snug that up. Of course now, because the spring setup is not in the back, it will appear as if this is loose, but that's just the standard KME setup. This is just pushing against the metal plate and the leading edge platform, and you will still have the spacing in there until you install the spring and tighten it in the back. So let's put one of the spring spacers in, spring, second spacer, and the nut. And snug that up. Now you can see this is snugged into position. You can still, if you really pull it hard, pull it forward, typical KME spring in the back, but it's holding it perfectly in position now. I'm just going to install the knife guide, two-part knife guide, and the little screw. Slide that back and out of the way. So best way to use, you can use it by hand, but the best way to use it is on the KME platform. Now the KME platform itself has a little bit of a wobble, so I prefer to use it with the Wobble-Free leading edge pin for the KME, also available in Chromatic. You can see with this in here, there's hardly any wobble at all, just the movement of the rubber feet itself, so there's no wobble as you would have with the original part. To use it, pop my knife onto the magnetic platform, align it so your tip and heel of the knife is roughly aligned like you would with a KME clamp. Then take the 3-point guide up to 2 positions. You can see it needs to touch in 2 positions on the spine of the knife. Right now I'm just touching it right in the middle of the spyderco hole and in the middle of the blade back there. And then it's ready to sharpen. Now you may have to hold the back of the knife a little bit if you want to really do some bevel setting, because it may move around with this type of system that's just the magnets holding it in place. Or if you really want to, you could cover the top of this surface with a plastic dip spray, rubberized spray, which really gives it a little bit of grip as well. Some people prefer to have that on there, some people don't, so we provide it as a smooth surface so you can move the knife around as needed. So basically you'll sharpen one side. Once you're happy, take the knife off, put it on the opposite side. Again, align the 2 points. I've got the middle of the spidey hole there and the middle of the blade, and you're ready to continue sharpening on the other side. This clamp down here is a scissors clamp to sharpen scissors, and it's also a vertical knife guide for certain saber grinds that you'll have a flat section on the magnets and a ground section that might wobble over the magnet. So this is a support that can support the bottom of a saber grind type knife as well. Or, as I said, if we take this pair of scissors, install it in the scissors clamp, open it up, wide enough for the scissors blade to go through. And then use the bottom screw here to take up the space, the same width as the scissors blade in the bottom. Basically then your scissors, once they're installed, you can sharpen your scissors in position there. I'm not going to install this fully right now, this is just for demonstration purposes. to be sharpening long blades. Of course, on a short magnetic platform, it will have the tendency to wobble over both sides. So what you'll need to do is replace the scissors clamp using the same 2 screws with a long blade magnetic platform in the same position in the front there by using the same screw holes. And that's the basic setup and basic use of the leading edge core upgrade for KME. Best way to use it, like I said, is with this multifunction frame. This platform is for your digital angle cube. You've got your magnetic platform. You have a stone rod holder, so it's out of the way while you're sharpening. And you also have, with the leading edge multifunction frame, when you loosen this in the back, you have fine tuning adjustment to set that perfect angle. One nut and lock it in with the second nut in position. Then simply lock up your bearing holder in the back there, and you've got your perfect angle set by using a digital angle cube on your KME system.